Greetings fellow Fallout London fans, time for a 2021 second quarter update video. Welcome back to 𝗙𝗏𝗡𝗍𝗍. Now first things first, let's cover the elephant in the room, shall we? Our trailer. A massive thank you to everyone who watched our trailer and hit a like and subscribe. We are simply gobsmacked at the support we received. At the time I read this, 1.6 million, that's right, million of you have watched the video, and we received overwhelming support for our mod. Since we all work in our free time, all we ask is for recognition, and what you all showed simply blew us away. Not only was it all the support from you great people, but we got featured in nearly every mainstream gaming magazine, as well as all Fallout related YouTubers. More so, we even got complimented by Bethesda for our performance at their E3. Thank you. We do this mod for you guys, and just thank you. Now let's zip off from all the mushy gushy stuff and see what's coming up, shall we? It's 3D creatures time. Let's see a sneaky peek at some of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏's new creatures, starting with the Gehenna. Gehennas were a concept originally drawn up from Van Buren and adapted to fit the needs of Fallout London. These monsters are found around the fracking disaster area of Croydon. They're slightly larger than humans and appear to be made of black tar and shiny oil. Vaguely human-shaped, but their features are hard to analyse through the oily flames that constantly sputter across their bodies. Their eyes are bulbous spheres that seem stuck in their ovoid heads, which contain a screaming victim's skull within. Nicely grotesque indeed. Gehennas are dangerous both for their melee attacks and the toxic fumes that they ooze around them. When they die, they collapse into a disgusting pile of smoking black goo. Simply lovely. In honesty, Gehennas are fairly mindless monsters, usually attacking anyone they see that moves too quickly, so just watch your step when wandering through the remains of Croydon. Next is the Thamesfolk. Just imagine trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic wasteland only to be forced into living beside the polluted Thames River water. The toxic nature of the Thames and its water over time started to alter one's DNA to create this almost aquatic and reptilian look to the poor victim who came into contact with it. The style of the Thamesfolk was drawn heavily from the Cthulhu works of H.P. Lovecraft, and whilst they aren't from another dimension, they certainly aren't the nicest thing in the London wasteland. Do you know what is nice though? This good little boy, the Thames Hound. They say a dog is a man's best friend, so what is a Thamesfolk's best friend? Well, the Thames Hound, of course. London's very own victim of the radiation and Thames pollution. You'll find out more about what makes these little guys so special when you play the game. Perhaps even in an upcoming update video. Who knows? But for now, just bask in their Thamesy galoopy goodness. Time to dust off this old classic from the OG Fallout games, the pig rat. For those unaware of their history, pig rats are basically large, hairless, burrowing rodents. Similar to swine, however, pig rats are semi-digitigrades, walking with a moderately elevated heel. Pig rats are fast but weak, and the creatures can't really be considered to pose a real threat on their own. But, sadly for you, they tend to almost always live in groups, and almost always attack their enemies in a pack together with their cousins, the mole rats and ordinary rats, and they might become dangerous in combination with their numerous allies. I've seen these guys in-game. Whilst not much of a match one-on-one, but a large group of these, you'll certainly be running away. Whilst on the topic of 3D, let's see some new assets that have been made for the mod. Some of you spotted these in our trailer and gave us great feedback, but here's a closer feature of our London train bridge arches. This kit was made by our 3D lead, Sunny Delight. These bridges can be found everywhere over London, and our old ones certainly needed updating. We think he did a great job on these. It's these types of things that show how dedicated the team is at trying to make everything unique in London. Talking about dedicated, a labour of love for the team, which we can certainly say that we're proud to finally show a version that we're fully happy with. The London Black Cab. Much like last time when we showed the Land Rover, it's the high poly model, so don't get your knickers in a twist. Beautifully sculpted and made by 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, we just wanted to show the majesty which is this British classic. Zipping over to some other assets we have now, here are some updates on the Tomiama made by Alibaba, which should hopefully be able to come to a standalone release soon, now that the light and heavy versions have been updated for you all. Saffron Rice, Joseph Ibbenson and Mad Max whom is the man behind the famous Raider Overhaul mod, have also been blasting away in the 2D and 3D department chats to bring you new updated pigeons, new punk outfits, new fireman outfits, protectrons, and more. We'll do another robot parade in our next video since there is a lot to show you. Now let's talk about something else, shall we? Weather. All the weathers seen in the new Fallout London trailer are taken from in-game and without any ENB usage. We did this to show off the new and exciting weathers you'll find in the game. We worked closely with the magician behind the Polluted Weathers mod, which is up on the Nexus to really blend the gross weather found in London to give you a dark and desolate playthrough. The biggest and newest update, which was not shown in the trailer, but will be revealed soon, is the new Acid Rain feature. Not too much on that in this video, but when our biome video comes out, it'll have its own featurette, so stay tuned. Level design time. We won't put a huge amount of images in here since the upcoming biome video will show you literally everything you need to know, but here's some choice shots and some really cool stuff. Here we have some more updates from the streets of Camden by 𝗙𝗹𝗪𝗧13. Every step forward brings this place closer and closer to completion. It's utterly fantastic and the layout is almost spot on. I actually had the challenge to run around the map myself and I managed to find my favourite shop in Camden Market. That's how accurate it is. Simply amazing. Some of you in the comments were worried we'd been hiding behind the scenes over at the landmarks, but here's a small rundown of some, but not all, of the ones we have so far. St. Paul's Cathedral, the Shard, BT Tower, Big Ben, Westminster Bridge and the Westminster Hall, Nelson's Column, the British Museum, Royal Courts of Justice, Buckingham Palace, UCL, Guildhall, Charterhouse, Canary Wharf and Covent Garden. Sliding on from that, we have some new music for you all to hear. This next banger was made by 𝗙𝗵𝗡𝗄𝗏 and is called Train to Merseyside. Starting to get that Beatles vibe, eh? This beautiful one will feature alongside all of our other classics made by the audio team. And of course it'll feature on our radio station so you can listen to it whilst bopping around 𝗙𝗏𝗍𝗍. Now as I said, if you want to hear more you can check out the rest on our YouTube channel or SoundCloud, as we're hitting you with new tracks left, right and centre recently. Remember to hit the YouTube bell and give us a subscription so you'll never miss a beat. And that's a wrap, folks! We hope you've enjoyed our top picks in our development update. Remember, this is only our top picks. There's plenty more leaks on our Discord. Come and see. There's enough of you on there these days, we basically doubled in size due to the trailer drop, so come on and meet some new friends. There's normally always people in the voice chat. As always, feel free to leave your comments, and hatred, in the comments section below. We publish new content as often as we can, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring that bell to get notified of our latest videos. I'm 𝗙𝗪𝗓, and as always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Stay safe, and remember, mind the gap.
Mind the gap. Stand clear of the doors, please.